I grew up in Argentina and came to the States 3 times during that period of my life. I remember coming on a ship. We always came on a ship when we came to the States. My father worked for Texaco, and he'd have to come to give a report about the refinery down there. And that was fun to come on a big ship. In 1946, we came, and they were using the big ships to bring the troops home from overseas. It was the end of World War II, so we came on a Texaco tanker. The last time we came was 1952. We came on a big passenger ship then, and that was really nice. And my dad would always make us get up early in the morning when we'd come into New York so we could see the Statue of Liberty. That was something really important for him, you know, for us to see the Statue of Liberty. And I remember going to school. It was an all-girls school, and we had our classes in Spanish from 8 to 12, and then in English from 1 to 5. So we had a true bilingual education. And our motto there was "Manners maketh man," which, you know, we were all girls, but that was our motto. But that's something I've always tried to remember, that manners are what make you a person. Always to treat people the way you want to be treated. And I know one of the things my grandmother used to say is dignity is not negotiable. And that's always been in the back of my mind, because you know, when you work out with the public, you work with all kinds of people, and no matter who they are or what they've done, you still need to treat everybody with dignity. When we first moved to Amarillo, that was in 1954, there was a lady here named Mrs. Maria Fields, who was from Argentina, and she's the one that started Wesley Community Center. So she asked my mother and I if we would go, and there was a doctor that came on Fridays and did a well baby clinic, and we translated, because you know, a lot of people in 1954 didn't have TVs, didn't speak English, and that's when I saw poverty really come to me. You know, I'd never seen it like that before. And, we served mostly people that were living in poverty at that time. When I started teaching, it was illegal for the kids to speak Spanish in schools, and they'd get swats if they spoke Spanish in schools. And that really made an impact on me, because I knew how important it was to, you know, how much speaking 2 languages equally, how much it benefited me, you know, through high school and college and through my life. And I started teaching in '59, and it wasn't till 1969 that, and it wasn't just Amarillo schools, that was a state law, that one of the senators from Amarillo brought that up in Austin, and it changed that we could teach in Spanish. So. You know, I guess I grew up biculturally, and I'm comfortable in either one. My in-laws didn't speak English, and, you know, they were from old Mexico and had all the old Mexican ways, and, you know, and then my parents, my mother was born in Argentina, but my dad was born in Arkansas. I think I was just proud I could just go from one culture to another and be comfortable in whichever one I was in. When I first went there, it was just a house that they had moved in there, and that's what the Wesley was, and they used one room for an office, then one room was kind of a community room, or and they had the well baby clinic, and that's what I really started doing, was translating in that. They had a teenager night, and kids would come. Then we had children's activities. So, Reverend Jacinto Alderete came, and he was really instrumental in building it up. He was just a great man, and he did everything from sweeping the floors to having a wide baseball team for the boys, and then he'd come to Glenwood and pick up kids. He had a little old van. He'd come to Glenwood, pick up kids and take them for after-school care, and just kept building program after program, and it's evolved to something very, very needed in the barrio, and serves a lot of people. To just always do what's right, you get bombarded from different things but you have to do what is right in your heart and treat everybody, like my grandma used to say, with respect and dignity.